Hello, I am Julius, our Memoracion base grade section 2A. So now we will be talking about the subsecondary classification of fingerprint, since we are already done talking about the primary and the secondary. So where can we find the subsecondary classification on the classification formula? We can find the subsecondary classification right next to the secondary classification. So the subsecondary classification is only consists of 6 fingers, mainly the index, the middle, and the ring finger, both of the right and the left. And also, same rin siya sa secondary classification, which is right finger is the numerator and the left finger is the denominator. So now what we are going to do on the subsecondary classification. So all we have to do, if it is a loop type of pattern of fingerprint, we will just need to count the ridges intervening the delta and the core. That is only for loop type of pattern. So if it is a whorl type of pattern, all we have to do is to check if it is inner whorl, meeting whorl, or outer whorl. And if it is an arch type of pattern or fingerprint, we will just disregard it or leave it blank after we put it in the classification line. So now we will try to solve and understand first on how to get the loop type of pattern. So in the loop type of pattern, we have the radial loop, ulnar loop, radial, ulnar, radial, and ulnar. For example, running, para ma-emphasize na to on how to solve the loop type of pattern. So, as I have said earlier, we need only to get the ridge count of each finger. So, for example, natin ridge count sa index finger 10, sa middle 12, 15, and so on. Ang pag ibutang sa din nato ni siya at the top right corner of the box. And also, unsa nato ibutangan ni sa classification line. So all we need to do to get the answer for that is only to write the symbol of each ridge count. And what is that symbol representing? So in the index finger, natay ranges from 1 to 9. Ang symbol ana niya is only letter I. And 10 above is symbol letter O. Muna to ang ibutang sa classification line. And on the middle finger, lahi po ni siya sa index finger because ang middle finger is ranging from 1 to 10. 1 to 10 ang middle finger with symbol of letter I. And 11 above, ang symbol na niya is O. And sunod is ang ring finger. Sa ring finger side is ranging from 1 to 13 na. Una ang symbol niya for letter I. And 14 above is letter O. Mura ni sila I ug O ang atong ibutang sa classification line. So, mga example ka on how to get muna ang classification line. So, in the index finger, on the numerator line kay index finger, right finger pa ta. So, in the radial loop, we have the number of 10. So, ranging from 1 to 9 is I man, and 10 or above is O. So, tangutang diri is O. Next is the middle finger. We have number of 12. So, in the middle finger is lapas naman siya sa ranging from 1 to 10 siya pwede sa I. So, mahog na siya sa letter O gihapon. And the sa ring finger is 15. So, taas gapon siya sa 1 to 13. So, O ra gapon siya. Mara na siya ang pagkuha niya. And ato pa din nun. So, in the index finger, we have 7. So, nasold siya sa letter I na symbol. So, at ibutang dire is I. Middle finger, radial loop. So, 12, which is sold siya sa letter O na symbol. And last is 20, which is so gapon siya sa O. So mao na ni siya ang ato ang isuwat sa classification line for loop type of pattern only. So ari na punta sa word type of pattern. So for example, ang 6 fingers for subsecondary classification is word type of pattern kanan para classify na to. So very simple ang word type of pattern because nala siya 3 classification, which is the inner, the meeting, and the outer. Muna na siya. And nana po dyan sila symbol, which is ilaharang first letter of the word. Inner, the meeting, and the outer. Muna ni sila. And mauna po ni siya ang imong ibutang sa classification formula. So mag-example ta. So if ang index finger butang-butanan, muli siya is meeting, inner, outer. Ini meeting side, meeting niya, inner. So for example, mo ni ato ang fingerprint. So very simple, ato ra na siyang ibutang sa classification line of unsa ang nakabutang diri. And also pasunod sa siya. So in the index finger, we have meeting word. So we just need to put the symbol for the meeting word, meeting type of pattern. And then on the denominator is meeting gihapon. And then inner for the middle finger, and for the index finger is outer on the numerator and inner on the denominator. So maura na siya pagkuha sa word type of pattern sa subsecondary classification. Since we already know now how to get the subsecondary classification for loop type of pattern and the word type of pattern, so we will try to get them together, or to get the subsecondary classification for the two. So now, since we have a word type of pattern on the index fingers na tapos sa word, dito maglibog. So in the word type of pattern on the right hand of the index finger, we have meeting words. So we will just write it again, the symbol for the meeting. So we just put letter M. And for the finger number 7, we have loop type of pattern, which is the ulnar loop, and it has a reach count of 8. And as we remember it, from ranging 1 to 9, we just need to put letter I, and from 10 to above is letter O. And since it is reach count, it has a reach count of 8, so we will just put the symbol letter I. And now for the middle finger. So in the finger number 3, we have a radial loop, which has a reach count of 10. And again, in the middle finger, we have a ranging from 1 to 10, which is letter I, and 11 above is letter O. And as we can see, it is inside from ranging 1 to 10, so we will put the symbol letter I. And for the finger number 8, we have the radial loop. So for this radial loop, we have a reach count of 15, which is above the 11 above, so we will put the symbol letter O. And now we will be going to the ring finger. So in the finger number 4, we have a word type of pattern, which is the outer. So we'll just insert or put the symbol letter O. And in the finger number 9, we have also a word type of pattern, which has inner type of fingerprint. So we will just put letter I. So this is our answer for the subsecondary classification